What is going on, YouTube? Darksword255 here with the numbers, maybe randomly generated, but the content itself is not, and we are in the middle of a fusion right now, guys. There's been a lot of conversations recently if this guy is even worth going for, which again, I will, defend my point of view. I think he absolutely is worth going for, regardless of your stance. I mean, you really shouldn't be skipping really any fusion as somebody who, skips some fusions, but especially for orcs, they need just better champions. So at the end of the day, will he be potentially as god tier as he's kind of supposed to be on paper? Maybe not, but at a minimum, he will be amazing for faction wars, and faction wars is such an important thing to be farming, to be progressing in at the end of the day. And also, if you have an early to mid game account, this guy will be amazing to be able to deal with Stone Skin. But again, you guys are not here to listen to me rant about the new champion. We are here to pull shards. It is in the middle of a Summon Rush event, as you can see. To become part of my team, click the link in the description right now to get Elenaril for free, as well as 3 more amazing epic champions as you level up. Here's how you do it. Log out of Plarium Play on your PC and uninstall it. Click the link in the description, register with a brand new email, launch raid, and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champion. Don't miss out on this chance to get a free Elenaril along with 3 epics as you progress through raid. Click on my link right now and let's get started. I pulled my dailies here, guys. The goal is to get to the 10 right here so I can skip some of the events. I definitely have plenty of shards to do that here, guys. You cannot see, I got 16. I still have been hoarding some shards from the last event. All of these champions are amazing for a myriad of different reasons. Ardact is amazing, Silly, Dredge, Herndig. They're all amazing progressive champions, especially if you're having problems progressing through hard Spider, for an example, or even Dark Fae. So let's just go over from like left to right. It depends on obviously what your account is, what you need. Ardact, Silly, and Dredge are amazing for Spider teams, especially Ardact here. He's great for not only Spider, but he's also amazing for Ice Golem teams. He's great for progressing through Hydra as well. He's a great overall champion if you do not have him. Silly is very similar. She's putting down a lot of HP burns as well as defense down. So she helps you, again, progress through certain areas of the game. Like I said, I use my Silly in Spider hard. She's amazing. I was using Dredge for a long time on my free-to-play account. Do not have a Dredge on my main account. For Hydra, I was also using him for Spider and also Doom Tower. He's actually he has been a little bit power crept, but I was using Dredge for a long time. And in my Dark Fae team, I still use Herndig. Herndig is amazing because he can absolutely clap. I feel like all of the dwarves hit extremely hard, but Herndig is amazing. He has a double hit on his A3. He puts down defense down. He is a great champion if you are struggling with either progression. He is used to be a very strong arena nuker, but with Stone Skin, he's been a little bit power crept. He's a great champion. If you do not have him, he's definitely worth trying to go for. And then obviously for the epics here, we don't necessarily care about we don't care about ultimate Gaelic. Meh champion. Fat Man is amazing. He puts down decreased defense, ally attack, and HP burn. But the best out of all of these is absolutely Geomancer. If you do not have a Geomancer, he is absolutely worth trying to get. He is one of, if not the strongest progression fire champions that you can get. He will help you get through Iron Twins. He will help you get through Hydra. He will help you with Chimera. He will help you with Dark Fae. He will help you with a myriad of different areas of the game because of how powerful his A3 fire. Well, his A3 that he puts a burn on somebody, and then if he gets hit, it gets reflected back. I used my Geomancer for many years in Hydra to kill the Head of Mischief because I didn't have a way to deal with the Head of Mischief. So I would just HP burn him, and then all of the Hydra heads would basically kill the Head of Mischief for me. He's a great progressive champion. I have like 3+4s of him because whale problems, So I'm gonna go with, because I don't have a Dredge, I'm gonna go with this. And he was actually a fusion a long time ago, but these are the people who I'm gonna go with. It kind of depends on what your account needs, guys. Obviously go into this with as you need. So let's go ahead, guys. Enough of me yapping, dabbing. Sorry, that's cringe. Let's go ahead and get some legendaries. Now, I'm not a huge fan of pulling on oh my god, no way off the okay. What? Hello? Huh? Plarium? I don't have him selected. I was gonna say, I'm not a huge fan of pulling on these progressive chances because you have an infinite, unless it's a void, you have an infinitely small chance of getting the champion you want. I found that out the hard way trying to go and grab Volcanos on my main account. But hey, listen, my friend, you guys saw it. I pulled on, oh no, you guys didn't see it. So my friend pulled a Raphael during this shard pull event and I didn't get Raphael. So a little bit angry, and he just pulled it like the first Sacred Shard. So I mean, we got one of the champions. I really don't like Cupidus. I think that he's been extremely power crept. It's very hard to make him work nowadays because of Stone Skin. Maybe he would work if you put him in Stone Cleaver, but even so, he's just been really, really power crept. So kind of a bummer, but you know, not that big of a deal. I can't believe we got a legendary. Mordecai is amazing. He's very similar. Wow, we're getting some good burn champions. He's great. He puts HP burn on everybody, increased turn meter on his A2. He's a pretty good champion. I used him on my friend's account to help progress through Hydra because of that HP burn on all the Hydra heads, and then he's also speeding up your champions. So he's a pretty decent, say decent, right? Champion here. Not great, decent. All right, Relic Keeper, more like Vault Keeper. Am I right, guys? I'm sorry. Skull Crusher is great if you're progressing and you have not made a clan boss team. He can put the unkillable down. He's okay. There's some very niche teams with him. I don't think that he's like the greatest ever, but you know, he will help you in general. This guy, food. I mean, he's a taunter, but he's a very weak taunter. Gosh darn it, I hate this guy. I mean, this guy is I think I've like every time I've gotten Jingle Hunter, I think that I've just dumped him into the right into the vault. We need one more sacred and then we should be done with this event. So let's go ahead. Let's see, do we get lucky? Do we get another legendary? We do not get another legendary. I have no idea who this is. Let's see. Her A1 attacks an enemy 3 times. Each will ignore 10% of the target's defense. Okay. Very similar to that other dwarf with the red hair. I don't know what her name is. Don't yell at me, please. Attacks one enemy 2 times. The damage by this skill has a 10% of, so this is a scaling. She can scale on her A2 up to 100%. Nice. Attacks all enemies before attacking, places a 50%. Okay. Ooh, and it has a 40% chance of booked up to 60% chance of landing a stun on everybody. Nice control. Nice control. Allies deal 50% more damage. Oh, this is nice. So she's a support. I mean, obviously it says attack, but like she's a supportive champion. So having her just on your team, interesting. If you have her go fast and with high accuracy, this is a really nice passive. I like it. I might add her to my faction war team. But enough of me yapping, guys. Let's go ahead and jump over to the free-to-play account and see if we can get lucky over there as well. Alrighty, guys, we are now on the free-to-play account. We have, I think we have to pull like 6 or 7 sacred. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, guys. I have the same kind of setup here. I do have a dredge on this account. So, I mean, kind of mainly aiming to get maybe a +1 or add them to my my faction guardians just to boost out all of that entire faction. So enough of that being said, let's go ahead, guys, and jump into it. Alrighty, we're going to go right off the bat. There is a Shadowkin Reviver that I have never even gotten on my main account that I really want to get. I mean, there's only 2, I think, Revivers, right? There's that legendary and then there's an epic. So kind of unfortunate that there's only 2. Like, we definitely need more in that faction. I'm actually using Caden right now, I think even on my main account as a reviver for Dark Elves, because they also are people who are struggling. No, nothing too impressive. Nothing to write home about. Oh, legendary, what do we get? Oh, I don't know if I should be angry or happy. I mean, okay, so this guy, he's really cool. He's a very strong single target damage dealer for Lizardmen. My friend's account has him, and we used it, this guy right here, to actually progress and finish faction war, just the normal faction wars with him. His A1 attacks one enemy has a 50% chance of filling this champion's turn meter by 10%. Also has a 50% chance of placing a perfect veil buff on this champion. If it's a critical strike, obviously he's an attack champion. You're going to be building him with critical. His A2 attacks one enemy, fills his champion's turn meter by 50%, has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff on the target for 1 turn when attacking under a veil or a perfect veil. Has a 75% chance of placing a sleep without perfect veil, and then places a perfect veil on this champion for 2 turns if he doesn't have it. So pretty interesting. A2, his A3 attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing decreased defense and weaken. Decreases the cooldown of jungle ambush, which is his A2. If I'm not under a perfect veil, attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing the 60%. So basically, instead of it going to all, it's just going to one person if he's under the perfect veil. And A3 places a block buff and a 25% strengthen buff on this champion for 1 turn, and a 50% continuous heal buff for 2 turns when they receive a perfect veil buff. I think that he's very cool. I like his design. He really entirely revolves around this perfect veil. So he does work in, like, let's say Hydra. If you have like a Rector, you have a Glaciad, you have somebody who's putting down a Duchess, anybody who's putting down like a global perfect veil, he is very strong under that perfect veil. But again, do I think that he's like really worth, for my account, do I think that he's worth like booking out and going crazy banana sandwich with? No, I don't. I think that he's a very cool champion. If I got him early in the game, I'd be very happy with getting him, even in the mid game, even till the late game. My Lizardmen, until I got Pythion, were lacking pretty badly. But I have a Pythion, I have a Sulfurion in this account. I'm pretty lucky here. I'll show you guys my lizards. All right, guys, as you can see here, my lizards are a bit stacked, meaning that I'm not really too enthusiastic about getting this guy here. I mean, Donatello, Sulfurion, Skull Lord, Vakal, also Tagoar, one of my favorite champions, Pythion, which I haven't 100% built out yet because, hashtag resources, Fushan, he's, Rosin's a free champion. So like, I'm not super enthusiastic about getting him. Maybe I'll build him, but at the same time, like, I have Tagoar, who's doing what Roxanne is doing, but just so much, just infinitely better. So, I digress. Alrighty, guys, looks like we're about 2 more Sacred Shards away from finishing this. So let's go ahead and pull those 2 more Sacred Shards. Alrighty, guys, let's see. Can we get another legendary? I mean, we got 2 legendaries. I mean, I can't really complain, right? Like, that's, granted it's 2 different accounts, but ooh, hey, look who we got. Another Geomancer. Yeah, like I said, look at this, guys. Fully depletes the target's turn meter, has a 75% chance of placing a burn and a 25% weaken. Fully depletes, when it's ascended, fully depletes the turn meter, fills this champion's turn meter by the amount of the target's loss, has a 75% chance. This is booked up to 100%. He does read a considerable amount of books. He is a library hog, but this is what is the most important part. Decreases the damage all allies receive by 50% and deflects that damage onto the enemy under an HP burn placed by this champion. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will activate. This skill does not activate on duplicate copies of this champion. Whenever this champion is attacked, deflect 30% of the damage. Again, chef kiss, just an absolute chef kiss. All right, let's see how close are we to finishing this. Ooh, okay, we overshot a little bit, but also getting that Immortal Soul Stone is pretty nice, especially on a free-to-play account, guys. Let me know, guys, did you pull for the event? Did you guys get any really cool legendaries? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see everybody in the next video.